Hello and welcome to Train Sim TV. In today's video we're going to be having a look at one of Golden Goldsmith's mixed motor pack scenarios for the South Western Railway route. We start off at Bournemouth middle sidings and we're going to be heading to Bournemouth to start our service to Manchester Piccadilly. Welcome, complete the cab setup of this cross-country 221 DEMU and then take the empty stock to Bournemouth platform 2. From there you should release the doors for boarding, ready for the 13:45 to Manchester Piccadilly. So I'm just going to pause this for a moment before we get ourselves properly set up. I'm just going to show you a few bits and pieces from Golden Goldsmith's website. Now Jason, who runs Golden Goldsmith, very kindly approached me and asked if I would like to show a scenario from the pack. And yeah, I thought why not. I've heard a lot about them. Haven't seen any scenarios myself before, but was quite excited to have a look. So this now you'll see is their website. So this is the mixed motor scenario pack for the South Western Mainline, so Southampton to Bournemouth, which is available from Steam. This pack consists of 25 plus scenarios, including the expansions. There's loads of different operations on here. These thumbnails show different types of workings that you will see in the pack. So there's stuff varying from 450s, 444s, 66s, 08s. 442s, 56s. There's everything. If there's something that's not, if there's not anything in here that's not going to excite you, then God, there's everything. I will be looking at some more of these down the line as well, just because there's so much scope. There's a lot of freight stuff as well, which is nice to see, which actually uses the yards. But we've gone for a passenger run on this one, just so we get to do a full run of the route. But we probably will revisit one of the freight operating ones where you actually work around Southampton docks, because it's something I've not actually done yet in TS. I've only had a look when flying past, but I've never ever driven in there as such. So the pack includes lots of extra scenery placed about for each individual scenario, scripted events for failures, heavy weather patterns, cinematics and more. So the open start of this video, you saw this one of the cinematics that starts in, where it draws in and the message pops up. Those are done by Lua scripting. There's 2 expansions on release, giving the pack over 25 plus scenarios, which is a massive amount of scenarios, which is brilliant. Fully numbering on the trains to match real life formations where possible, a big range of scenario length and difficulty, and more than 20 hours plus worth of driving to enjoy. So this website's quite funky as well. I like this, where you like hover over and it'll it change over to all your requirements as such there. And there's some freeware bits and pieces. Prices for the main pack. So the main pack of 15 scenarios is £4.25. There's a free pack as well where you get free scenarios which shows off the pack, and then obviously essential requirements in there. There's extra EMU scenarios that are £1. And then there's some extra, another 5 extra scenarios for the freight operations, which is again another £1. This is excluding VAT on these, by the way. Let's have a look if we actually click on it, how much if it puts the VAT on. So with VAT, it's £5.10 for the main pack, which is 15 scenarios. If you click for the £1 one, with the VAT, that will cost you £1.20. So there's an extra 20p on top, which for 5 scenarios, £1.20 is about, it's what, 24, 15p a scenario, whatever it is. Bargain. Alright, so enough of that. If you do want to have a look at the website, there's other packs as well available on top of it. You can see all the tabs. I will post a link in the description below for their website. We're going to get straight into this scenario and get ourselves set up.
Welcome to the remote radio test unit. Please leave your message after the tone.
This is a NRN radio test call.
This is a NRN radio test call.
So it's even got stuff included such as the stopping markers where it shows you where, and it's even got the lightning. That's fantastic. I wasn't expecting that. I knew it was stormy, but I wasn't expecting the lightning from the AP pack. That is brilliant. I've been longing to find more scenarios with the lightning, so that's proper made my run that. I've only ever done one scenario, that's the one that came with the AP pack at the time. So that's a really nice touch there. That was quite mega. I forgot how good that weather is. Quite overrated at the minute. Whether it'll stay with us for the full scenario is a different thing. I'm not too sure. So on this run we're going to be calling at Brockenhurst, Southampton Central. We're going to go via Southampton Airport Parkway and on to Manchester, and then it should end, so it looks like it's going to end on a marker outside just past Southampton, which is a journey total of 30 miles. The scenario is about half an hour long on this one. I'd say the scenarios vary from 10 minutes up to 100 minutes, so there's a good bunch of scenario timings. The average is about half hour to 40 minutes usually. You should now be ready and waiting platform 2 for the 13:45 departure to Manchester Piccadilly. You will be calling at Brockenhurst at 13:58, Southampton Central at 14:13, and through to Southampton Airport Parkway, where we'll be on our way to Manchester Piccadilly. So our head code for this is 1 Mike 54 as well. I love these little cinematic pop-ups. One thing I've never been able to grasp and do. I have no idea about lure coding. They had a little extra touch. I remember Dan Holmes did one for us once on the stream where he actually made me a little GWR driver's card, which popped up each time. The driver's card said train some TV or something. Gosh, how loud that is. Be right overhead. not too far now from our departure. It's 13:45. We're just going to wait for these doors to close. There we go. So this as well is going to be probably my last video with the current headset microphone. I've got a new microphone that is on its way. Should be around for probably about the 11th of February, hopefully, all being well. I've gone for a Razer, not Razer, HyperX. I was looking at the Razer first of all, but I went against it. It was a little bit too cheap, so I went for the HyperX Quad Cob, I think it's called. It's the same one as what Mark uses. So we should both then be in sync on our audio quality as such. It should be nice and crisp and clear, and hopefully you won't hear the clicks, because I know people keep hearing these clicks. I thought I'd just mention that. Fingers crossed, either that or it'll just make the clicks more clearer. I do try not to click. Yeah, so we're up to 45 miles an hour. Brockners is 14.8 miles away as well. So the unit we're driving is the Just Trains Voyager 2019 Advanced Pack. Not to be confused with the DTG Cross Country Voyager. Looks like the vein's clearing up, which is nice. I love this where it transitions through. Should be able to get the wipers off shortly. And the sun's coming out now as well. There's a little bit of thunder in the air though, going on as it clears off. To 80. I'm going to drop back down again though to 60 shortly. Still currently debating whether I need to do a reinstall the train sim or not. I'm still getting some tile lag, but I managed to defrag the other day, and that seemed to have helped in clearing the cache of the game itself. So I just need to keep on top of it and keep an eye on it. But after since doing that, it seemed to actually help a bit. got to say, I think it's most likely a couple of months since I've actually driven this route. The last time we drove it, it was like when it had just been released. It was nice to revisit it, and it looks like we're going back into the rain again. The clouds are coming back in. Oh, it's getting really heavy now. I don't know if my wipers are going faster than that. Oh, hang on. They do go faster. Back into the thunder again. I can't see anything out these windows. Can't keep up. I need to start remembering to bring me rail atlas out, because I have no idea what the station on this line has been that long. That way I can at least give you a bit of information and knowledge about the route on the way, but this one I've absolutely no clue. I'm just sort of just driving it today. Just go with it. We're a little bit late with this week's midweek video. Meant to be one out on Wednesday, but I wasn't very well Wednesday and yesterday. Not so bad today, hence why there was no stream on Wednesday night either prior to this video. That'll be the Manchester to Bournemouth, so it's just gone past us there. So we're due into Brockenhurst at 13:58. It's 13:53 currently on our clock. We are looking like we are possibly slightly late there. We'll see how we get on. travelling. I think it's the New Forest now we're going through. You can tell there's just so many trees everywhere. I think the New Forest ends just before Brockenhurst, possibly. I'm totally guessing this here. I'm not very well clued up with the area. If it is wrong, I'm sure someone will note it out. Either that or the whole of the route covers the New Forest, I'm not too sure. One or the other. I still can't see anything out my window. It literally gets wiped off and then just covers back up. Not too far now from Brockenhurst, just under a mile and a half, so we're going to start slowing down shortly. Yeah, we've got all the wheel stuff here, so we need to start slowing down now. Could be fun. I don't think we're going to stop. This isn't happening. Oh dear. It's just impossible to stop this in the rain. I think we're going to go straight through this platform. Yeah. That's not good, is it? We'll just carry on. We'll try Southampton. It did say in the briefing that the braking conditions might be a little bit harder. So we'll just ignore and glaze over the fact that I missed Brockenhurst. As you saw then, it was virtually near impossible to get it slowing down. I was coming in quite quick, but it just slips for fun in the rain. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a sander on these. Could bloody do with one. It's brightening up a little bit now as well, so we might be alright. But it brightened up before and then it started raining and lightning again, so I'm expecting some more before the scenario ends. It is clouding back up again, so I'm expecting some more rain and lightning. It's just 10.5 miles now to Southampton Central. I think we actually just allow in the New Forest because there's a lot more trees. On our way to Southampton this time, we will make sure that we're slowing down sufficiently to not miss it. Otherwise it'll just be totally worthless. We need to at least stop once, don't we? My bad for the first time we missed. Just trying to find that happy bit where it doesn't slip. It's slipping already. Slowing it down to 80 mile an hour. So we need to be very, very, very early on the brakes in this one. just 6.5 miles now. I still think this route would have been better extending it towards Eastleigh. Give you a little bit more out of it. Especially for the freight side, because the freight side of the operation is really, really short, because you're literally driving in to Southampton, to the docks. Look, even though Jason's done a fantastic job at getting some lengthy scenarios out of the freight, it'd be nice to at least drive them from Eastleigh and have a bit of a longer run. Fingers crossed it maybe one of these routes where they extend it one day. I've got these double yellows coming in to keep an eye on the signalling. This could be the next thing that could catch us out. So there's potential traffic around. It's really not slowing down very fast at all. To slow down quite promptly now. I think we should manage. I don't think we're going to go through this now. We should go. Waiting for a 158 there. which I think is also actually featuring Plowy. You can see Plowy on the bottom of that. I've installed it since that's Major Wales' snowplow mod. There is a scenario that covers that as well. It's only a short 10-minute one, but it does cover it. Which is the Portsmouth to Cardiff service, I think it is. Oh, we have a yellow, which is good. So we're going Southampton Doctors are right outside coming up now. Also class 66 there. Looks like it's doing. It is. Looks like it's actually working. It's moving. Excellent. I really need to sort my branding packs out for these container wagons, which I thought I did actually for a scenario the other week, but it seemed to have not worked. Annoyingly. There's a lot of stock in as well. See a few 66s over there. Hard to see now, it's too much rain. There's no 8 as well. I'm getting prepared because I'm expecting heavy rain again, and I think our traction to stopping on the track is going to be quite hard again. At the minute we do have grip. I just want to have a little look at that plough. That's Major Wales' plough. Get a decent screenshot out of that. We'll go with it. Could be a thumbnail. So what we'll do is we will end the scenario at the actual station. What we'll do is we'll watch the train drive out as we end. As the scenario just ends around the corner, the markers. So rather than me getting caught out, doing me outs and thank yous and all that, I'll do it here. But this certainly is one of the more challenging scenarios, I'd say, in the pack, especially for stopping. I've struggled, to say the least. But it's extra realism at the end of the day, and I think Jason's got a good covering on this scenario pack, and I'll look forward to seeing some more as well. I'm going to probably cover one or some on the stream at some point, probably on the freight side. If you do want a challenge, and you do fancy a nice massive pack of scenarios, then this is definitely one for you. So a massive thanks as well to Jason once again for passing on the scenario pack to ourselves to have a look at and have a play with. Do go and have a look at his website, guys. There's a lot of scenarios on there. Some very interesting packs, and there is interesting packs to come by the looks of it as well. There's a lot of stuff on the coming soon, so do take a look. Links are in the description. Don't forget you can catch us on a Wednesday and Friday usually on Twitch, TracingTV/Tom. And Tracing TV _Mark as well for Mark's channel, which is he's on regularly sometimes, does bits and pieces along with his videos. So yeah, massive thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoy this video. We'll watch this train take off into the tunnels where the video will end. Clouds are clearing up for now. Again, it's been nice to see the Thunder and Lightning scripting into a scenario. It's been a long time since I've done a scenario like that, so I've been really impressed with that. Right, our train is ready to depart. Again, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.